Hey, my viewers and subscribers, today I'm going to do an auction compilation. A super auction compilation. It's super because it only features the Super Series International tractors. We had lots of Super Series, from the little Super A right up to the mighty Super WD9. It's there. No Super H's, unfortunately. No Super MTAs. But supers are well represented at auction this year. I'm putting a whole bunch of information in with it. I'm gonna give you what the stuff brought. I'm gonna give you serial numbers. I'm gonna give you production numbers. So let's get this video started. Here's a Super A. Definitely a super because of the way the battery is in the dash. Look at the tires on it. This is a real nice little Super A. It's got the drawbar on, the swinging drawbar. This is the probably the 254 855. It's a very early one, so this is the 48. So very nice Super A. The mag, look at how nice the mag looks too. They must clean the caps off or something. This is definitely an older restoration. So there you go, nice Super A. Very nice Super A. Here's a Farmall Super A. Looks like they changed the engine in it by the look of it. Got nice tires on the back. They're older, but they're good. They're not checked bad. 252 770. So this is one of the very first Super A's. Yeah, you see, he put a power unit engine in it. Tried to see if it's hard to tell. I think it's just the 113, but it might be a 123. I couldn't see the number in the block, but a Super A in 1948. And now it's sitting right. Here's a wide front C, but it's not a C, it's a Super C actually. This one's an early one with a magneto on it probably, but it's hard to see. Here's the tires are old, but they're tires on the back. They're serviceable. 108395 is the number on it. The serial number, they said the serial tag's missing off of one of these. But this one's definitely a Super C with the disc brakes on it. Just tried to read this. I think that's a Y code, so this is the 53 Super C. Got the front weights, the front wheel weights come with it. See, they're hanging on the drawbar, so this tire is really good on it. It's old, but it's certainly serviceable. Fenders, that one's a bit rawed out, but it's got fenders. Somebody's got a 12-volt battery in it, and there's the alternator. So this is a nice wide front Super C. Here's another wide front Super C. It's got disc brakes, so it's definitely supposed to be it's definitely a Super C. It's got the teardrop lights on it as opposed to flatbacks. Rubber's nice on it actually. 1036s on it. It's got a homemade 3-point hitch on it. This one doesn't, well, somebody just took the belt pulley off and put a cover on, left as a PTO is what they did. It's not, they left it just as a PTO, and that was for the 3-point hitch, but the belt pulley's gone. This one doesn't have the fenders. I had the touch control, and the touch control's gone. They just put remotes on the back is what they did, where that's for the 3-point hitch, and they just put this setup on. But it's another wide front Super C. I don't know the year on this. I'll look at the housing code. Front end's been buggered a bit, the tie rods and stuff. See what the 610W, so it'd be a 1951 Super C, and I think the other one was Y, so this is a 51 and a 53 Super C. Here's a nice little Super W4. It's somewhat restored anyways. Different, I don't know what they did with that, but must have a different filler deck on the rod or something. It's got the proper lights on it. Don't care with an open exhaust when it's raining though. There again, it's got somebody did something with the battery box too, is not right, but still got one at least. 1408J. Don't care for this much either, but tires are 14926s, so, and they look nice. Oh, what they did with the drawbar, they whittled the drawbar down. It's narrower than the original, but okay. 1953 McCormick W4. Kale Kalika. See office for info. Barely read their writing. That's got the right dash on it. It's not bad for street. This one's got the magneto on it instead of the distributor. Belt pulley's about 11 inch. It's usually 9 3/4, but 11's definitely an option. So there's a nice little W4 with good tires and everything for somebody. Here's a Farmall Super M with a dual loader on it by the look of it. It's got good rubber on it. The F1's 10573J, so this is Farmall Works built one. It's another stage 1 Super M. Put an alternator out here, but at least they didn't butcher it up. Nice tires on the back. They put a 3-point hitch setup on it. It's got the one headlight on, at least of the proper ones. But the tires are good all the way around. You see, they got this set. They got the tires set right out there and make a wider stance on the front with the loader. That makes sense. This has got the M&W pump, but it's got the proper. But you see they put an M&W pump on here and make live hydraulics on it, so that makes sense. Because originally it would have had the belly pump. So there's a stage 1 Super M for you, a fairly decent one. Here's a Farmall Super MD. Brand new tires on the front. The grill's damaged a bit. Tin's not the best on it, but this has never been repainted. 1578J, so it's a 1952 stage 1 battery box under the fuel tank. Regular seat. Tires are brand new on the front. The rears are good. This is 14938, so the old 1338. These fenders here, these fenders and platforms, I think they are made out of Winnipeg. Like, these are manufactured, and we've come across several sets of these. But like, this tractor's all there, definitely. But we came across several sets of these fenders. And so they are manufactured. And we even got a few of these sets of fenders at home, and they're nice. They're really nice. Like they'll go right under the wheels will go right under the fender. They're right out now. They're as far out as you could get them with the hubs turned in. This tire's not as good, but it's still serviceable on the right side. It's got a paper pulley. like you look in the inside, it might work, but I would rebuild that pulley. This one's got the battery ignition on it. So there you go, 1952 Super MD. Here's a stage 2 Super M. Front wheels aren't right, it's got the wide front on it. I wonder if there's a narrow front and somebody converted it. It's got the wrong grill on it too, it's got the Farmall. Well, the grill's the same, but it should have IH emblem as opposed to Farmall. 30,408 JSOD in 1953. Somebody, tires are cracked pretty bad, but they'll run a little bit. I think the other tire's good, it'll run a while. Like it's got some checks, but not as severe as the left one does. Put a single remote on, but you see I don't think this tractor had originally did have the hydraulics. I'll show you why. It's got the M&W pump, so this is a homemade hydraulic system. It was originally did not have hydraulics on it. Now let's see. It's got the newer part number on the block. I don't see the C. Yeah, there it is, C264, so it's definitely got the original engine on it. But it didn't, somebody added that hydraulic system to it. It was originally equipped without hydraulics. But it's a nice little Super M. I think the front end with the wrong hubs came off of something else too, like an early M. Hard to see. Yeah, you see I8C stamps. I think that came off an earlier M and they just converted it into a wide front is what they did. But all in all, it's still a nice Super M, so there you go. There are definitely plenty of Super W6s this year. There's on all three variations, the Stage 1, Stage 2, and Super W6 TAs we're all at auctions this year. But I'm not gonna explain the differences like I did the M's. Have a quick rundown in the captions, because I got a video highlighting the difference between the Stage 1 and Stage 2 Super W6, and the differences between the Super W6s are way more radical than the Farmall M's actually. So I'll put the link in the description for that video. Here's a Stage 1 Super W6. But this is a nice and straight tractor. This is original, it's never been repainted, I don't think. Front tires need attention. The back tires look good. Got some slight checks, but they'll definitely run. It's missing the battery box. But it's a nice straight Super W6, it really is. It's got the clevis for the drawbar. Sometimes they get taken off. But this is look how nice and straight the fenders are. This tractor won't take much to restore. It really wouldn't. This is a very nice Super W6, it really is. This is actually almost nicer than mine. So there's a Super W6 for you. Here's a Stage 1 Super W6 again. Like these are, of course, somebody just did a bad paint job and made homemade decals for it. If I bought something like this, I'd put proper decals on. But it's a nice straight tractor. The front is the grill's a bit rough, but for the most part, it's a nice straight tractor. Somebody put it on 12 volt. 3535G is the serial number. New tires, all four corners. That's worth a lot. This one's got the live hydraulics, it's got the proper control valve on it. PTO shield's gone, but for the most part, the fenders are nice and straight. They're a little crinkled at the bottom right, but for the most part. This one has the proper guard for the hoses. And here's your hydraulic valve. This one, somebody's put a solenoid on it. And you see the clutch pedals moved over so it doesn't bother the hydraulic valve. These are live hydraulics, even stage ones. The tires, the tips aren't even wore off the tires yet. The tires have done nothing. So it looks like about a 14-inch pulley, so he must have been turning something fairly fast. But this is a nice Super W6, it really is. So there's a stage 1 Super W6 for you, another one. Which one's better, this one or the one at Olson's? And other than the grill being a bit rougher, I think this one's a better tractor of the two, honestly, but I think they're both really good. So there you go. Here's a Super W6. Like mine, it's a stage 2. They advertised it as a 1952, and that's not correct. It's a 1953, because it's definitely a stage 2. Look at the wheels and the frame. Yeah, you see, they got advertised as 1980J, and it's actually 4980J. That's why it's 1980J would be a stage 1. But this is a stage 2. Got nice tires on the back. Front ones are down, but front ones are not a problem. This one's got the hour meter attachment on it. They had a factory hour meter like this, some of them. This is the first one I seen. This has got the newer style seat. Mine is still the old style. But the back tires are really nice on this tractor. They're BF Goodrich. Front ones are 650 18 steers, 16 930 backs. Nice steel belt pulley comes with it. This one's got the magneto. By 53, a lot had the distributor, but magneto was still an option, and this particular tractor has one. It's the opposite. My diesel has, my Super W6 TA diesel has the mag, and this one has, and my gas has a distributor. So this is a real nice, this is actually fairly nice. The grill needs attention, but the rest of the tractor's all there and very straight. Here's a Super W6 TA. This one's got single rib front tires on it. I think they're, I don't know if these are, yeah, these are 750 18 single rib front tires on it. Back tires aren't terrible either. This one, somebody's changed the valving on it, doesn't have the proper hydraulic valves, unfortunately. But it's not bad for straight. This tire, like the legs are peeling off. Yeah, this tire needs attention, alright, but somebody add power steering to this tractor. 10101. So this is a Super W6 TA, another one. TA. This one's straighter, like the hood's a little rough, but the grill's nice and straight. Look at their brand new front tire on it. Other one's down, it needs, but it would run. This one's 10,495. Needs a bit, battery box needs attention. Yeah, the tires are, this back tire needs attention, the other one's serviceable. But they put 18 430s on it and they cut the fenders off. I can't like that. Like mine has, they put them on the original ribs, and they won't, 18 430s will not fit the original rims on the tractor. They just won't. This one they inverted the clevis for the drawbar, but it's got one, the sagration valve on the place of the original. But it's a Super W6 TA. Both these Super W6 TAs have magnetos, which is kind of unusual, but Dad and I have a gas and a diesel Super W6 TA, and they both have magnetos, so that's also unusual. So it's not as unusual as we think, but there's a pair of Super W6 TAs for you. Here's a Super W6 TA diesel. It's got brand new front tires on it. This is actually fairly straight. 11,022 is the serial number. 11022S. Somebody put a toolbox on it, but it's also got the battery box complete with lid and everything. The hydraulic system is correct. Back tires are junky, they need attention. But the drawbar, look at the drawbar. This drawbar hasn't done much work either. I don't know if the TA is any good. A tractor, this is a real nice tractor actually. Just needs back tires and it's got a nice steel belt pulley on it. 1954 like all Super W6 TA diesels are. But there you go. 1954 Super W6 TA diesel. Here's just a straight Super WD9. They just welded fender extensions to it. The serial number 1720J, so I think this is 1954. They don't have the proper caps on it. This tire is really good. Like it treads down a bit, but the tire is still really decent and serviceable. You got fender extensions on it. It'd be a lot nicer if it didn't. It's got your single remotes on it, which you usually have, and this one's got a check valve on it. And this tractor's all there. It's a complete Super WD9 pretty much. Yeah, and this tire's decent too. It's got the proper clamp on where riveted rims on it. It's missing a battery lid, but the battery boxes are both there. Yeah, you see, oh, this one's 1116Y, so it could be a 53, it could be a late 53 or an early 54. So there's a Super WD9 for you, and this is a fair, like the grill's rough, but overall the tractor's fairly decent. Here's a Super WDR9. Just check the serial number. 7128J. So this is a 1956, this tractor. And these are very rare to have the Supers in 56. The only wet Super that we're on into 56 is the Super WD9 series. It's got, there's your platform, your correct platform and fenders, and they have a hand clutch like all the rice field tractors do. It's got double weights, 18-434s, and these tires are certainly serviceable. They don't have the drawbar clevis on, they just bolted it, they just fixed it. It's got one setter, it's got the single hydraulic valve on it, it's got the proper hydraulics. This fender needs a little TLC. Sometimes they have 23 126s and this one's got 34s. This is checked quite a bit, but it's still serviceable. It's got the battery boxes and lids come with it, so that's a good thing. You see, she's late because it's got the B pump, and the B pump didn't come out till late, till somewhere in time in 1955. And another way, they keep advertise this as a 54 because it's Super. They don't think the Supers went beyond 54, but look at this 124B. Now if it was a 54, it would have a Z code, and this is a B code, so this is definitely a 1956. It's all there. The headlights are there. You got the proper lights on. The rubber's all cracked, but it's still serviceable. It's holding the tractor up. So there they put it's got the wrong, it doesn't have a rad cap on it though. It's got the wrong filler neck too, but it's a Super WDR9 1956 model. Well, God bless you. I'll see you in the next video.